15 minutes. And then the two little ones, right after snack, go directly to the bath. And I will say that everybody in the house is pretty much on the same schedule as far as hair washing. We do wash our hair every other day. Well, my husband washes his hair every day because he does get quite dirty at work. So let me say all the females in the house are on the same schedule. So when the girls do wash their hair, I do put the two little ones in the shower with me. I find that it's easier to just have them in the shower with me, so it doesn't take me an hour to get their hair washed and such. So they do go in the shower with me. On the days that they don't wash their hair, those are the days that they get to take a bath. We will go to the bath, wipe down their faces and wash their body, and then they will hang out and play while I tidy up the bathroom. And I do like to go ahead and wash their face and wash their bodies, just because sometimes Kiera doesn't want to stay and play. Sometimes she is just ready to get out, and I don't want to be cleaning the bathroom and then her be trying to climb out of the bathtub and me saying, oh, well, I didn't wash your face or your body yet. So for me, I find that it's easier just to get that over with in the very, very beginning, so that when she's wanting to get out, if she wants to get out early, then she can. Bath time normally lasts about 15 minutes, I guess. Sometimes they might stay in there just a little bit longer. 20 minutes is max, but it's rare that, you know, it lasts 20 minutes. So we do get Kiera out first, because I don't trust her being alone in the bathwater by herself. Maddie, on the other hand, is fine. So we do get Kiera out first, and we normally take her to her diaper area that's in my room, basically almost like a changing table. And we do brush her teeth. As soon as we get back there, I brush them, and then I let her brush her teeth. And she will brush her teeth while I rub lotion on her and get her diaper on her and get her dressed. What? And then when she is done getting her lotion and stuff and she's dressed, then and her hair brushed, we take, and I let her rinse her toothbrush and put her toothbrush up in the bathroom. I find that she doesn't throw a big fit when taking the toothbrush away, when she's able to, you know, wash it off and put it away. Normally we would just take it away and she would throw a fit. And then we get Maddie out, and Maddie has done the same thing, except we do brush and floss her teeth in the bathroom, and then we take her to her bed and do her lotion and get her dressed. After everybody is dressed and Alexis is getting in the bath. And then while Alexis is in the bath, we do story time with the little ones. And I do separately because I do have a good reason, because Alexis is 8 and Maddie is 3. So there is a 5-year difference between her and Maddie, and then a 6-year difference between her and Kiera. So they are not into the same stories. And not only that, but Alexis is supposed to read 20 to 30 minutes a night for her schoolwork. So she actually does the reading to me for her reading time. So I do like to read to the girls, so that's the reason why we do it separately. So I try to read at least 10 minutes. Sometimes it doesn't last that long. Kiera rarely ever sits through story time. She does like as long as she's holding another book or something to that effect, but she's not really into it. She would much rather sing. Now, Maddie will normally sit through 1 or 2 books, especially if it's a book that, you know, she picked out and something that she's wanting to read about. She will sit through it. So reading time normally don't last over 10 minutes for them. Now, after reading time, we do sing, and we always sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star because that is Maddie's favorite, and then we always sing Itsy Bitsy Spider because that is Kiera's favorite. And then there's a couple more songs, just random, something different every night. And yeah, so after singing time, we do spend about 10 minutes tidying up the room, and that's just like picking up toys and just putting away anything that needs to be put away. I find that it's easier if you stay on top of it, so that is something that is in our nighttime routine. And then it is bedtime. 7:30 is bed, and 7:30 is bed. So Kiera goes to bed first, and in my co-sleeping video, I did say that her bed was up against ours, but within the last week we have changed that for safety reasons. We did decide to put the side of her crib back on, and so now she sleeps in what looks like her regular crib. You know, all the pieces are together. So she has been doing really, really well. I figured she was going to be my hardest because she is so attached. But she's been doing really, really good. I'm able to lay her down awake. And she sleeps with a little buzzing bumblebee. And that is her toy. Don't hit my camera. And she goes down awake. She gets her passy and she goes to bed. There are some nights that she does cry. And those were normally in the very, very beginning, but she hasn't cried, I think, the last 3 nights in a row. But if she does cry, I will either sit in a stool or I will climb in my bed and just lay there because her bed is still in my room. So as long as she knows I'm in there, she's fine. I just go, shh, 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 it's okay. And she's, you know, fine. She doesn't cry anymore as long as she knows I'm in there. So she is normally out within 10-15 minutes. So it's very, very easy to get her to sleep. Now, on the nights that I don't have to stay back there, then I go directly in here and go ahead and get Maddie in bed. And Maddie was also sleeping with me 99% of the time. And I feel that if I'm going to make Kiera sleep in her own bed, then it's only fair for me to make Maddie sleep in her own bed. So we are in the transition of trying to get her to sleep in her own bed. However, Maddie has been the hardest so far, and I really wasn't expecting that. So she goes to sleep watching TV. It's a horrible habit. I wish I never would have started it. But I normally turn on Angelina Ballerina because it lasts about an hour. And she will lay here and watch it and fall asleep. But this coming up week, we are going to concentrate on Maddie, getting her sleeping in her bed down without the TV. Because Kiera is doing so well, I only wanted to concentrate on one at a time instead of trying to do them both at the same. So this coming up week, we're going to come over here, sit with Mommy. So we will be, Sky, come on. So we will be starting on her. So if you have any suggestions, what might work, here, Mommy's going to turn it off for a minute. That will work. Please leave me a comment below. I am needing help with how to get her off of watching the TV. She's been watching the TV for about a week and a half now. So now for Alexis, when the girls are taking their baths, then she's in her room tidying up her toys and picking out her school clothes and her book bag, getting it ready for school the next morning. And then when the girls are doing their story time, which is about 15 minutes after they get out of the bath, it gives time for the water to make sure that it's going to be heated up so that, you know, she doesn't have to take a cold shower or cold bath, whatever it is she's taking that day. So she will take a shower or a bath while I'm doing story time, and then by the time the little ones are in bed, she's getting out and dressed in her PJs. So then we do her story time about 7:30ish. She reads to me for at least 20 minutes. We will read either one of her books that has chapters in it because she's into those books. So we did buy a couple of books that has actual chapters in it from Celestic Book Club. Something more along, you know, her age line, you know, something that she's interested in. And then we also read Monday through Friday in her reading book for school because she is supposed to read those stories because they do test at the end of the week. Sometimes we read them both and sometimes we'll read a couple chapters in her book. But for the most part, she does read 20 to 30 minutes to me. And then after that is over, then she has an hour for bedtime. She does go to bed at 9 o'clock. So reading usually lasts 20-30 minutes, and we normally start that here. Listen, Mommy. Listen. Let Mommy turn it off for a minute. So 9 o'clock she goes to bed. So within that hour she has free time. She can watch TV, do whatever it is you know she wants to do, whether it's draw or paint her fingernails, something to that effect. She has an hour of free time. So 9 o'clock, all the kids are in bed by then. Most of them, well, 2 out of 3 are already asleep, and then I normally go to bed anywhere between 10 to 12. Sort of kind of depends on what I did that day. If I did a lot of spring cleaning, then I'm in bed early as soon as Alexis goes to bed. But if it's been a sort of easy day, then I'm normally up 11, 12 o'clock, just so that I can have some free time myself. So I hope this helped. So thanks for watching.